All right, let's finish off the medium resolution wireframe. This has gone nice and fast here for us. We just have the footer to add on, and then we can jump over to the final wireframe layout, the low resolution wireframe layout. So here we go. This is going to be nice and short and sweet. I'm going to tap my M key to grab my rectangle tool out of the toolbox, and I will single click to create my rectangle. 750 pixels for the width on this guy. And his height is going to be just 50 pixels, okay? And I'll hit enter on my keyboard. Now, notice that the rectangle is copying the fill that was used on the text earlier. So I'm going to have to go and reset that. I'm going to tap my V key, and this guy, of course, is still selected. And then I'll tap my X key on the keyboard to bring my fill into focus. And then I'll just quickly head over to my swatches panel and go and set my fill. And then I'll also set the stroke as well, of course, by tapping X and then choosing my stroke there as well and increasing the thickness of the stroke weight. There we go, something like this. All right, now as far as positioning the footer, you're more than welcome to, go and eyeball it if you want. That's perfectly fine. Or you can use your align panel if you want. We could drop this guy down from the options bar, of course, and I could say, all right, align to the artboard. And I want to make sure that I'm lined up with the left edge of the artboard and also the bottom edge of the artboard. That's, one way to do it. You could use your X and Y coordinates. There's a whole pile of different ways that I've shown you to go and do this. But in any regard, more importantly, there we go. There's our medium resolution wireframe layout now complete with the main layout blocks, the main layout components. You may want to take a moment and pan through this just to make sure you have everything in there. And by the way, I got lucky on the height that I added onto my artboard. Completely lucky. It was no, cunning design on my part or anything like this. It just happened to wind up that I had just enough space. But yourself, you may have to come back to the artboard tool at the bottom of the toolbox and add on a little bit more in terms of your height on your artboard, or perhaps take a little bit away. It all really depends, okay? And then, of course, getting that footer locked in there. So maybe I'll, keep this extra space that I added on here, and then I'll just simply move my footer down to the very bottom of the artboard, something like that, okay? But there we are. There's our medium resolution wireframe layout now complete. Make sure to save your work, and when you're ready, we'll move on to the third and final wireframe layout, of course, the low resolution wireframe layout.